Welcome to the next lecture on the course Introduction to R Programming. In this lecture, we will continue with our earlier topic that we wanted to learn different types of command functions and aspects of displaying output. So now in this lecture, we are going to deal with two aspects. One is a replacement of a string, and the second thing is these manipulations with the alphabets. Like as you want to change the lowercase alphabets into uppercase or vice versa. Coming to outline, here we'll discuss the introduction about replacement and manipulations with alphabets, then various operations with strings, with examples, demonstrations. Finally, conclusion. Then, coming to the introduction, in this lecture, we are going to deal with two aspects. So one is replacement of a string, and the second one is manipulations with the alphabets. Like as you want to change the lowercase alphabets into uppercase or vice versa. There are a variety of commands that can be used for strings. For example, if you want to count number of characters in a string, see how this can be done. Which command will be used? First, let us take one example. Here we are taking two strings in different vectors. First one X vector consisting of introduction to R programming, course, commencement date 1st July 2020. Then second vector consisting of number of enrollment. So 305 enroll. This is our course statistics. Now from the vector X or Y, if you want to count number of characters, whenever you can call that vectors X and Y, the original strings will be displayed as it is. Now by using the command n character, n char, all are lowercase letters, within parentheses you can give the name of the vector, then it counts the number of characters in X. Similarly, n char of Y, this command count the number of characters in Y. See, the first outcome is n char of X is 62, n char of Y is 25. Here carefully one point you need to remember. See, for the character vector X, how the count is 62. Go back once. Here you can see it counts each and every letter in the string, including space, including some special symbols, any symbols. See here, within double quotes, it won't count double quotes. The string is represented within double quotes. Inside the double quotes, it counts each and everything. So here IN introduction, all characters, then space to TO, then again space also counted, then R, after R again space also counted, programming space also counted, course space also counted, commencement colon, this is also counted, this space also counted after colon, then 01 counted, dot is counted, 07 counted, dot is counted, 2020 also counted. So all together you can see the count. So the count is 62. Similarly, n char of Y. So in Y also spaces, symbols, the digits, whatever, each and everything will be counted. Then the count is 25. So like that, in any given string, whatever the value within the double quotes, it counts each and everything, then it displays the total numerical count value using n char. Now we will also demonstrate this one. So create two character vectors. The first one, what we have taken x equal to introduction to R programming course. Same we will take to test the values. R programming course. Then commencement. So the commencement date. So when our course was started, 1st July 2020. This is the first vector. If we can call x, it displays the same. Second vector, we are storing another string y equal to, so number of enrollment colon space 305. Here same we have taken number of enrollment. So then call y. Now you can see if you want to count number of characters in both vectors, we'll use nchar function. So nchar of x, whatever the vector you can give. Introduction to R programming course commencement. So here it is showing nchar of x equal to 58. So you can count our string may not be same as commencement colon space introduction. See here in our output here 2 is there, so here 2 is missed. Introduction or programming. So whatever the character, symbols, numbers, each and everything will be counted. Similarly, nchar of y. So here it counts each and every one. It is showing 25. Simply by using nchar function, you can call that vector. It displays the total count. Then other examples for replacement and manipulations with the alphabets. So using sub and gsub functions. These are all nothing but finding the substrings. Substrings of a particular string, then substring of the entire strings included. That is for gsub, global. So within a string, we want to replace one substring with another. We use sub and gsub to replace the first instance of a substring. So the syntax is use sub within parentheses old comma new comma string. So the old string is replaced with new string from the given string. So the sub function finds the first instance of the old substring within the string and replace it with the new string, a particular string only, using sub function. Whereas gsub, entire of that string, wherever the portion is identified, the entire portion is replaced. We'll see one by one with examples. So now here gsub does the same thing, but it replaces all instances of the substring, a global replace, not just the first. Sub means only the first string, only replacement will be done. Suppose two strings contains one replacement value, only first string will be replaced using sub. Whereas gsub, all the places, that all instances of the substrings, global replacement. The syntax is same, gsub old comma new comma string. Now both syntaxes are same, but sub gsub, The commands are different. Now see the examples. We'll consider the same vector y equal to number of enrollment 305. Then if you want to find out some replacement using sub, see now here I am using first, here the order you can remember old, you can first parameter you can give the old, the original one, comma second parameter is new, the replacement, third one is the string. Now you can see this old is 305. Now this is replaced with new. The new is second one 200. Now 305 is replaced with 200. From where y? Y is the string. Here y, what it contains number of enrollment. That is one vector. Now you can see the output. Only that replacement happens. The remaining portion displays as usual without any changing. So number of enrollment where it finds where 305 is occurred. Yes, 305 is occurred in y at the end 305. So this is replaced with 200. Now see, this is the output. This is one example. Now we will also demonstrate this one. So here you can call the vector y. So now using sub. Now what we are doing, a replacement strings only we are replacing within the double quotes. Whatever the value within the double quotes only you can provide. Now what you old one you can provide 305. The new one 305 you want to replace it by 200 from where? From the string y. So here we used y. Now you can see that 305 is replaced by 200. In place of y also you can give direct string value. For example, here if we can give 305 y, for your understanding purpose, let us keep this one. Now you can see. So the third argument is the string, whatever direct value also it takes. Here what is the direct value? 305y. What is our replacement? 305 is replaced by 200. Y remains same. Only the 3 digits are replaced with 200. So direct string also you can provide here, or by storing vector. If vector contains more than one string also, so wherever this value is found, that is replaced with the new value. So like that you can do the replacement using sub. Sub will replace only the first string. So another example, number of enrollment, that same example only, 305. So use 305 by 200. Now here you can see other examples. So now directly we are giving the old value, see number. Here we are giving number of enrollment 305. Now we are replacing number by some value 250. Now you can see number comma 250 comma y. Now old is number. This old is replaced with the second argument is new 250. So from y, now you can see number of enrollment now becomes 250 of enrollment 305. Then another example, now we use the value as e. So e, that is replaced with 250. See, it takes only the first e from the string. So here how many e's are there actually? So number, here one number, one e is there. Then enrollment 1, 2, 2 e's are there. But it replaces only first e. Here you can see remaining e's are not changed, not altered. So if you want all the e's needs to be replaced with 250 means at that time you can use G sub, that is global replacement. But with sub only the first string matching value is replaced with new one. So there is a difference between sub and G sub. Now we will also try this one. So here what you did, the first example, number. So whatever the string occurred in our given vector, you can give in the similar fashion. Now I want to replace number by 200. Suppose if number is occurred 2 times, what takes only the first time. Now from where, now you can change here. So from y, vector name directly you can give, don't include within double quotes. Now you can see. So the original string number that is replaced with new one is 200 of enrollment. Next example, what we see in, suppose you want to replace a particular letter character E. So E you want to replace by 200 from the vector y. Now you can see it takes only first E. First E occurred in the string number NUMBE. E is replaced by 200. Remaining E's can't be changed. Why? Because sub can be done replacement only for first string. If you want to replace in all places, at that time we can use another one, G sub. Now you can see the another command G sub. The syntax is same. Now you can see G sub of E comma 250 comma Y. Now wherever E occurred, it replaces E by 250. So NUM where number E is there. Of enrollment, 2 E's are there, E, N, R, O, L, L, M, E. So in 1, 2, 3 replacements, 3 places E is found. All the 3 places E, old E is replaced with the new one, 250. So like that, globally all replacements can be done using G sub. Now we will also demonstrate same. Just you can prefix G before sub. Now what we are doing, E is replaced with 200 in all places. Now you can see number, in number E is there, enrollment first letter E, and last to right to left third letter E. So 3 places E is there, that is replaced with 200. Suppose you can take another one. So number of enrollment. So another any common, you can take UMBEM. So again you can take M is repeated here. So if you want to replace M with a particular, whatever the new value you can provide. Now you can see how many places M is occurred in number NUM, enrollment M is there. Like that you can replace whatever the portion you want to replace with a particular, then wherever that portion occurred in all places. So these are all the examples what we demonstrated. First sub, then G sub, all together we included here. Then some more examples. So you can take another vector X. Initially we have taken introduction to R programming course commencement. Here you want to replace globally some characters. Suppose commencement double M is there, programming double M is there. You want to replace double M by single M. Now you can see introduction to R programming. Now it is single M. Commencement single M is there. That is one substitution. Then another example, CO. See, course CO is there, commencement CO is there. You want to replace it by single C. Now you can see. Now we will also try to run this one. You can call the vector X, what we used, X equal to introduction. We will also take introduction to R programming course, commencement. Now this is X. Now using P sub, which one you want to replace first? Double M. You want to replace with single M from the vector X. Now you can see where double M is there in programming MM. Now it is replaced with single M. Then in commencement COMM double M is there. That is replaced with single M. That is one example. Suppose now course and commencement we have common 2 letters CO. Now CO is replaced with suppose small only single C. Now you can see introduction to R programming course. Now CO is replaced with C. Commencement CO is replaced with C. So like that we will do the manipulations, whatever the manipulations globally using the command gsub, or only for first one we will use sub only. Now this is the output what we demonstrated. So like that any portion you can take wherever that portion is occurred in the string, that is replaced with whatever the new value we have given. Then other operations in strings replacement and manipulations. So converting lowercase to uppercase and uppercase to lowercase. For that, the two functions are available in R. The first one is to lower, then second one is to upper. So both to lower and to upper functions converts uppercase characters in a vector to lowercase or vice versa. So non-alphabet characters are left unchanged. Only alphabetic characters, letters A to Z only converts upper to lower, lower to upper. But non-alphabetic, it may be a numeric or some special symbols other than A to Z. Those can't be changed, remains same. Now see the examples. First, we are taking the same vector X, introduction to R programming, Y equal to number of enrollment. Whenever you can use to upper, means whatever the string that can be converted into all characters in uppercase letters. If it is to lower, in any case, that will be converted into all lowercase letters, only characters. Now whenever you can use to upper of X, what X contains introduction to R programming, here you can see only introduction I is uppercase, R is uppercase, programming P is uppercase, remaining all lowercase, irrespective of. So all can be converted into uppercase letters, but non-alphabetic alphabetic letters will be remain same, can't be changed. So the digits 01.07, those can't be changed. Only characters can be converted into uppercase to lowercase, lowercase to upper. Now it is to upper means lowercase to uppercase. Now you can see that entire sentence, all letters are converted into uppercase. Similarly, if you can use y vector also, number of enrollment to upper of y. So all will be converted into uppercase. Then similarly opposite, lowercase to uppercase to lowercase. Or in the given sentence, wherever uppercase letters, those can be converted into lowercase. Now introduction to R programming course commencement, in introduction I is uppercase, now that can be converted to lowercase, remaining already in the lowercase. To anyway all are lower, then R capital R earlier, that is converted into lowercase. Now programming P is uppercase letter, that is converted into lowercase, remaining already lowercase. Now similarly to lower of Y, number of enrollment only in number N is uppercase, remaining all lowercase. Now that is also converted into lowercase letter using to lower. Now we will also demonstrate these two examples, uppercase and lowercase. Now you can call your the vector what we defined X, introduction to R programming. Now by using to upper without any space, you can give the vector name simply. Now yeah, what X contains? X contains all lowercase letters except in introduction I and R and programming P. Except these three letters remaining are lowercase. Now everything will be converted into uppercase. Similarly, call the vector Y. So what Y, number of enrollment. The number of enrollment, number N is only uppercase. So remaining are lowercase. Now everything will be converted into uppercase letters by using to upper. Now here the vector is Y. See, all will be converted into uppercase. Now reverse to lower. So of the vector X, So whatever the combination, now everything will be converted into lowercase. So in introduction, I uppercase is there. Now that will convert into lowercase. R is uppercase. Now it is converted to lowercase. Programming or programming. P is uppercase. Now convert to lowercase. Remaining already lowercase. Now similarly to lower of Y. In Y, what we have number of enrollment only N is uppercase. Remaining all lowercase. Now that is also converted into lowercase. So another example, suppose you can take Z equal to, so you can take all lowercase is 1, then take another one, U equal to take all uppercase letters. Previously we have combinations, now you can see, now we can apply to lower of, you can take uppercase vector, to lower of U, now you can see, welcome all uppercase letters converting into lowercase letters. Then to upper of, take lowercase vector is Z now. Now welcome all are lowercase, now convert into uppercase. So like that directly you can take all in one case or combinations also. And finally output will be either uppercase or lowercase by using the respective functions. Okay, in this lecture, that's all about replacement and manipulations with alphabets. So practice these commands are settled down in our mind, and whenever we are writing a program, these commands will come back to your mind. And even if you are confused with the syntax, whether there should be a comma or there should be a colon or there should be a square bracket or a simple argument, don't worry for these things. This help menu in R is always there to help you. You can always depend on it using help command. So you practice, you enjoy, and we will see you in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye, happy learning.